Hello, good afternoon, everybody. Today's Thursday. Thursday, the 4th of November. So, what I've got to say is, no, I don't want none of you, man. I don't want no man. Do you hear me? I don't want no man. Yeah, my pum pum is not calling out for no cocky. You hear me? My pum pum is not calling out for no cocky. You understand me? So I don't want no man. So stop on a idiot business out there. Yeah, with on a Illuminati and on a all this kind of rubbish, on all this nonsense about. Some people say, oh, we have to hush. We have to keep the code of silence. Keep your code of silence, because you call it. Somebody referred today on their YouTube channel and said it's an African culture, African code of silence. You're talking bullshit, because are you telling me white people, whether they're elite or whatever they are, whatever level or class they're in, they've got an African code of silence? Then the Muslims, Asians, have got an African code of silence. Then the Chinese, apparently and coincidentally, have got an African code of silence. You're all talking bullshit, because we all know, say, we black African no run nothing in this year. We no run nothing. So it's Huno, I follow the white man, the lead of the elite, the white elite, the powerful, rich white elite that are giving orders to don't say nothing. Don't say nothing to me, Michelle Francis. Becoming a stupid, I'm gonna sell out my soul, nothing at all. I'd easily be able to put together. Keep your silence. I respect you. All of them individuals out there who are maintaining the shield, this wall on code of silence, keep it. By all means, Dr. Umar Johnson, you said on your video, oh, we're keeping the African code of silence. After I put out my video last night, but the devils from the top, the elite white devils, blocked it from coming out. So then they gave you opportunity to put your video on about mixed race and biracial and Bob Marley and Frederick Douglass. My video had nothing to do with that. And what's that got to do with me, Dr. Umar? What has biracial and mixed race got to do with me? Why would you want to bring up such a subject on the YouTube video? Because it seems that you're emphasizing too much about mixed race and biracial, yet you're the one who's always saying, or well, most times you're saying that we're all one black African people, regardless if you're half white, if you're light skin, dark skin, blonde hair, blue eyes. As long as you're black somewhere, you're a black person. Why do you then keep emphasizing and elevating biracials, light skin, mixed race? Why do you keep doing that? You're putting so much focus and attention onto those people as if you need them. You need that connection to the white superior power structure to gain some advantage. Because I don't really hear you singing and heralding about me, the black African dark skinned Negro. I don't hear you singing and heralding people like me. Yeah? And I really think you've got some sort of complex. So anyway, excuse me. If you say, according to you, because you've got a right to your own philosophies, if you say we're all the same, including black, biracial, mixed race, were all black African people, then why would you need to emphasize it? It's like me saying, going out and saying, oh, Dr. Umar's really black, he's African, he's really black, he's very African. I would sound like an idiot, because people will say, well, we don't know that already. Why would you need to even mention that? It's like either he's inferior, the person who I'm trying to elevate is either inferior, or they're corrupt in some manner. So think about what you're the one who's looking idiot, not me. Because when you check it out, why would you need to emphasize biracial, mixed race, vanilla, toffee, caramel? Are you obsessed or what? First start off, you keep going on about skin shade color. You need to stop that and refer to us as just as African. Or I love all African. Just say you love all African women. I love all African men. But you never hear me say, oh, I like the particular this color, or that shade, or that particular hair. Or do you ever hear many black women saying that? Most black women just love black men as they come. No care which shade them come, whether them nose straight, whether them nose broad, whether they have coolie hair, whether they have picky hair, they just love the black man. Said way. Whether him fat, whether him slim. We don't really emphasize as much as you men really emphasize on specific character traits, genetic character traits. You need to stop emphasizing on biracial and mixed race as if they are some kind of something above you. There's some kind of superior. And you need them because of that white in them. You need it. Because you never call out me, because I don't have no white connection. So I'm no use. But you hang on to the biracial and the mixed race and sing their praises like they're Jesus, the Lord Savior, who's come down to save you from your sin. Stop it. Stop that brainwash slave mentality. If you were to regard everybody the same and you want to eliminate prejudices, you need to cut it out yourself. Start by yourself and start setting an example, and stop elevating and emphasizing and promoting this kind of thing. Because the more you mention something, the more you draw more attention to it. Negatives to it, because you keep bringing up biracial, mixed race, Frederick Douglass, Bob Marley, blah, 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 blah. Just stop the nonsense, okay? Black African people should not be referred to, or the light-skinned one, or the dark skin. You're just an African. You're just an African. There's no one more than anybody else. In the Black African community, we're all one. Okay. And another thing, there's no such thing as code of silence. It's not an African thing. It's a bullshit. It's a white elite Illuminati. When they say you're not for talk, you're not for talk. So at the end of the day, I want to challenge you and Candace Owens. I want to challenge the two of you. But you're not given the chance. Because you want to say, oh, it is a code of African code of silence. So as Candice, who does not identify as African, is she following the so-called convening political agenda of African code of silence? So you can create all this African code of silence around me, all this power around me, but you can't change the state of us black people in the world internationally. You can't stop black men from being constantly systemically murdered. Black women from being abused, raped. Black men from being incarcerated. The lack of opportunities. The wide opportunities of crime which the system puts in our communities. like selling drugs, all kinds of stuff like that. Why are you not doing something about that? You're focusing on me. I'm not really that bothered, because even if I was to drop dead, I really wouldn't care, because I'm just one statistic. What I'm watching is you, Dr. Umar, people like you, not just you alone. Yeah? I'm watching you and I'm learning, because I'm thinking you can put all this attention and power and influence onto me, but you cannot change the state, the disgusting state of the black community are in internationally. Now, isn't that strange? So at the end of the day, yeah, you really need to change that. I want to challenge you and Candace Owens, or at least you by yourself, in a Zoom, direct Zoom meeting, and it could be aired public at the same time we're discussing, because there's a lot of questions I want to ask you, Dr. Umar. And because you criticize everybody. I've been watching your videos long before I opened my mouth. Long before I started to open my mouth, you was criticize everybody, and you always put your 2 penny worth in. Yeah, because you feel that we in the black community have a right to say, to correct or whatever about each other. So I want the opportunity to have a direct Zoom meeting with you, because I want to challenge you on a number of issues pertaining to we as black Africans in the black community. So I when I was in contact with you, when me and you were corresponding on WhatsApp and text message, it wasn't through phone calls, we were messaging each other. I heard on one of your videos, you said, anybody who wants a direct Zoom meeting with you can. And I kept messaging you, texting you, leaving answer message on the voice recorder on the WhatsApp, and you never responded. But apparently you're speaking to all these other people. Why are you avoiding me? Like, say you don't know me. Of course you know me. I've been in direct contact with, having a conversation with you from last year. I think it was up until this year, early this year, when you just suddenly cut me off. So there's issues I want to discuss. Important. Like I said, that's the issue the black community are lacking. That's one of the issues. That's direct communication. Yeah, and being able to communicate effectively, civilly. You understand me? And being given the opportunity to do that, like I said, in a civilized manner. Because I know one at the time, I think it was the end of 2019, you and Vicky Dillard invited you on a channel, a channel, and you get mad with her towards the end, because she I don't know if she said something about Dr. Boyce Watkins or whatever his name is, and you took offense and you started to go mad at her, and she ended up crying on the live on the thing there, the YouTube channel. She was crying, and then you slammed down the phone. And I would like to challenge you, not because of that, because I didn't judge you or Vicky, but I know personally I didn't judge you, and but I've learned a lot from since then about you, because I've been following you, because I quite admired what you say and how you stand up. But I've got a lot of issues to take up with you, so don't bother go behind and say, oh, she an informer, she type behind people. But no, I'm not an informer. No, I'm not a fucking informer. And I don't. If I don't talk to your face, it's because you're blocking me. You're censoring me. You're blocking my WhatsApp. You're blocking my messages on the YouTube, on the thing. You're blocking somebody's blocking them anyway. But you are definitely have blocked me on WhatsApp. Yeah. So you've blocked me. I think I'm quite reasonable. I think I'm quite learned, and I feel I'm able to challenge you on a certain important, relevant issues, uh, that are relevant to the black community, the black African community. And I would like to challenge you, Dr. Umar Johnson, on a Zoom meeting that is publicly aired so everybody can hear the live discussions between you and me. Why don't you come on the thing there and chat to me? I want to challenge you. I want to challenge you as a black man, a black woman to a black man. This is family. We are family. So we can challenge or raise issues with each other and discuss it in the community. Yeah, publicly aired on Zoom. Yeah, because it's true that, I'll be honest with you, not every black man in the community, but there's a lot of black men you disrespect the black woman, exploit her, you're ready to sell her underneath the table to get advantage, you exploit her, abuse her, disregard her, devalue her, and you stand on a platform like a prophet. There's too much hypocrisy. Remember, this is how people learn, because you do it. You do it. It happens to so many women, so they learn firsthand. So when I defend a black man, I defend him because I love him. Yeah, I love all the black men, but I'm telling you now, there's some things that need to be said as a family, as a black African family, as a black community. There's some things that need to be said, and some of you are too damn blood clot lie and thief. You understand? Some of you are too damn blood clot lie and thief, and you disrespect us very badly, and we still show love and forgive you, and even we are the one that turn around and say sorry to you. When you are the one that has done wrong, and repeatedly, and after 50 years, over 50 years, you still don't even turn around. After 100 years, after 200 years, after 300 years, after 400 years, you still don't turn around and apologize. You still never turn around and apologize or try to show some sort of respect. All you do is put up this big block, this big ego, and like say, oh, you make it out to look like we the black woman, or me as an individual black woman, I should be grateful, I should be lucky that you have mercy on me. Huh? Don't go up there with your big ego. I want to challenge you on Zoom. There's a lot of questions and discussion I want to have with you direct on Zoom, live on social media. And I would even love that Candace Owens to be in on it too, because I want to challenge her too on certain things. Do you understand what I'm saying? There's enough things I want to challenge her about too. Yeah? The two of you, Dr. Umar Johnson and Candace Owens, are both of the same egg. One is the yolk and one is the white. Done said.